SS Girls, or Private House of the SS as it's known in other places, is a 1977 film directed by the one and only Bruno Mattei.
You Schweinhund, your pants are patched. How degrading.
Just look at that clip. Isn't that great? He's delightful. So that's Hans. He's played by Gabriel Carrera. I'm not good with names. Hans is a guy, a Nazi guy, who is tasked with finding traitors within the Third Reich. Pretty simple stuff. To do this, to accomplish this mission, he, of course, this being a Nazi exploitation movie, decides to open up a special bordello for Nazi officers, or SS officers, whatever. And that's the plot of the movie. It's available on a couple DVDs, sometimes known as SS Girls, sometimes known as Private House of the SS. But I watched it for the 2016 Cult Movie Challenge over on Letterboxd. Definitely go check out Letterboxd. It's an awesome site for people who love movies. Little plug there for someone who's not paying me, though they should be. Bruno Mattei is well known for being bit of a rip-off artist. He's, I think some people have called him the Ed Wood of Italy. I don't think it's quite that bad, but he did an Aliens rip-off, a Predator rip-off, I think a few Terminator rip-offs. Just rip-offs galore. And this is no exception. Like many of Bruno's other movies, this is a rip-off, in this case, of Salon Kitty, which is a film directed by Tinto Brass and has a very similar plot, but better production values. It's not as good as Salon Kitty, but... Just watch another clip.
Well, what are you drinking? Is that champagne?
Vodka and cognac. It's an aphrodisiac.
Sounds interesting, but have you ever tried mixing cognac with a bit of blood?
What? So yeah, this is a ridiculous film. It's insane, and you know, it's entertaining for that. It's not entertaining the whole way through. I will say that it does start to lag a bit after they've gone through the same kind of setup several times. There's a lot of just Nazis fucking. That's most of the movies, just Nazis fucking. Although I will say, this kind of movie you expect a lot of rape. Nunsploitation and Nazi-sploitation are those two genres where it's like, this is gonna be rapey. Not so much rapey. A lot of fucking and a little bit of, a little on the edge. And there is definitely some rape, but if you like Nazi-sploitation but you want a little less rape, maybe not a bad idea to check out SS Girls. So a few great performances. Great's a strong word. A few fun performances. A lot of really weird dialogue that seems to come out of nowhere. I'm assuming it's correctly dubbed. I assume the translation is correct. But who knows? It could be utter bullshit. I have no idea. This is dubbed, again, if you couldn't tell.
That's an extremely grotesque costume you've got on. What comes next? Some kind of religious ritual? Is the Pope invited too? Fantastic. When he gets here, then we can begin the square dancing contest.
That's good. That's good. You like it, don't you? Am I funny? Huh? Am I funny? Huh? Am I funny? Huh?
Dubbed, right? It's dubbed. So, it's pretty hilarious to watch. So that's a great thing. In between the, deformed midget fucking and the drinking of blood, there's some really wacky hijinks. That said, it is still a pretty meh Nazi-sploitation movie outside of those aspects. Also, there's this weird tacked-on plot that I think is a love story that I didn't even realize was really happening until the very end. And it's kind of dumb. I didn't really understand why that had to be there. But other than that, and other than a few lag spots, it's a good background movie. That's what it is. It's a very good movie to watch in the background and kind of be like, oh look, midget fucking. Or, oh hey, he's drinking blood. Oh hey, Hans is being crazy again. That makes it kind of fun to watch. And so I definitely recommend it as sort of a, I guess you could call it like a guilty pleasure type thing. Don't watch it with your parents. unless you have a very special relationship with your parents. Maybe don't even watch it with any loved ones. Just maybe by yourself, or with like a group of guys, or lady guys, whatever, you're into. Gabriel is amazing as Hans, and his performance is only made more legendary in my eyes by the fact that he was only in 3 other movies. One of them is Bruno Mattei's Women's Camp 119, while the other is, I actually have to look it up because I don't remember, Mutant Sexual Behavior. Mutant Sexual Behavior. I don't think anyone has a better filmography than that man. I wish he still did stuff. If anyone knows what the fuck happened to him, let me know, because I just want to know what went on. I want to know all about it. He's probably dead, but I want to know. I really want to know. Another crazy thing about this movie is that it has one of the weirdest training montages of all time. It's essentially just a bunch of these women picked out to be SS girls running around doing military training in these skimpy white dresses, and then having weird sex in a black room on a white bed, being watched over by pervy Nazis. There's a little lesbian sex involved, because of course there is. And then it's a weird montage, and it really doesn't amount to much because they really don't do any military stuff. They just have sex. SS Girls is fun, if you're into that sort of thing. You do need a certain temperament to watch a Nazi-sploitation movie, obviously. If you have any hang-ups about Nazi-sploitation movies, maybe don't watch this particular film. That said, for someone who does like that genre, in small quantities, it's a good one to watch, but it's not a good film. It's fun for all the wrong reasons.
The best weapon
Is terror.
is terror.
Everything born of cruelty demands respect.
Everything born of cruelty demands respect.
Power over humanity is exalting.
The power over humanity is exalting.
Must be savored drop by drop.
That was my review. I'm Michael. I love movies. This has been my show. You can follow me on Twitter, on Letterboxd, on Instagram, on so much stuff. And they're all right there in the description box. Check them out. Rock on, buckaroos.
Peanut butter disaster.